Okay, so for the next step in our project, we're going to create a toned ground on our paper. So my paper is approximately 16 by 20 inches, so you want to go around that size. And then you want to take a utility knife, and you're just going to very carefully take some compressed charcoal, and you're going to shave some of it all over the paper. So you just want to be safe about this. You don't want to end up like accidentally cutting yourself at all, so always just make sure that you're shaving with the sharp edge going away from you, and you just want to kind of scrape off small amounts at a time in an area. And so we want to kind of like add these flakes all over the entire paper. And this is going to help us to create a toned ground. The toned ground is going to allow us to work both additively, because it's not going to be super duper dark, so we'll be able to still add lines over top of the toned ground, but we'll also be able to work subtractively as well by erasing out areas on the toned ground to block in highlights that way. And so we want to just keep shaving off some charcoal powder. You can actually get charcoal in the form of a powder too. But the thing I like about this experience is you can kind of already get a sense of how charcoal is different from graphite, because as I'm kind of scraping these shavings off, you can see that I'm getting like some areas that are real like fine and powdery, and then some areas that are like larger chunks of charcoal. And so I'm gonna have to kind of just consistently go around making sure that I've shaved some charcoal in each area, and then I'm going to blend it in real softly with my cotton swab. You could also use a paper towel, but you want to be gentle and not push the charcoal in too hard in any particular areas, so that way we can also remove it. So we're adding a toned ground so we can work subtractively, or reductively is another way, is another word to describe that way that we're working, by erasing things out and removing some of the charcoal from the surface. Okay, and I'm about done with that part. So it's really important, you don't want to like blow on this and cause charcoal to go into the air. It's not something you want to like inhale. And so you just want to kind of do this, and then when you're done with it, you have to kind of gently tap off the excess into a trash can. You don't want to like blow away any excess dust after we blend it. Okay, so now that I'm done with that part, I recommend just taking carefully and safely, just cleaning the blade off. So that way the next person that uses it doesn't end up getting charcoal all over their artwork. Okay, and then I'm just going to go across my whole piece, and I like to do kind of this like swirly texture. You could do something different. You could do just kind of like straight up and down. It will kind of impact the look or feel of your piece. Actually, I kind of like straight up and down now. You could do something diagonally. And you can kind of keep going back and forth over areas, but I'm really being very gentle about how I'm applying the charcoal right now. I'm not pushing hard at all. I'm just going to keep kind of working over areas with this technique to build up that toned ground. Okay, and so I just continued to apply light pressure with the cotton swab around the whole piece, making sure that some of the charcoal got into the tooth of the paper. And I ended up going in a bunch of different directions to get a more even application of it throughout the piece.